One suggestion I often give to people to start to diminish their ego is to not use the word I. Try not to use the word I or me or mine or whatever, and instead refer to yourself as the system. The system is hungry. The system is angry. The system is sad. And the reason you do this is because from a higher level, our typical conception of what we think of when we say the word I is mostly an illusion. If you study consciousness or neuroscience or the science of what gives us a sense of self, what you find is the brain is kind of taking a bunch of different inputs and combining it into a sense of self. But the self, if you start to tease it apart, isn't really there. And that starts to align with, you might say, certain spiritual teachings as well, that the ego is sort of an illusion. So one way to start to see that illusion and then to see through the illusion is to stop using the word I and instead use the word system. The system's upset. The system feels anxious. And what you find is there's this aspect of you that I think is more or less the real you, that is more of a watcher or an observer or a witness, to use spiritual parlance. But just try it for a while. Try to stop saying the word I. It's also kind of humorous to say, the system finds this funny, right? But the system is speaking, the system is eating, the system, right? And you start to realize that this body and the mind kind of go about their business, do their own thing, and you're more of the witness to it. It was very effective for me to do this. And as a matter of fact, just to wrap up, when I say the word I to me essentially means the system at this point. It doesn't point to any individual specifically. We'll get more into this in future talk.